So the other day, while I was trying to find things to do to kill some spare time I had, as any normal person does, I was looking at random train journeys using different journey planner apps, and I seemed to find one that seemed to rather confuse any of the journey planner apps I used. And that was basically any journey from sort of halfway down the Borderlands line to anywhere on the Hope Valley line. It's very oddly specific, I know, but just trust me here. So, by basically complete random selection, I am here at Pennyforth, probably pronouncing that wrong, station on the Borderlands line, and we're going to be travelling to Edale on the Hope Valley line. So, what I mean by this journey confusing journey planners is the fact that when you try to input the station, you know, Pennyforth to Edale, for example, on any journey planner app, it gives you only like 1 or 2 different journeys for the whole day that it allows you to do, that all involve like 5 changes and take around 3 hours 25 minutes. And that's it, that's the only journey you can take. And it makes you go to like Wrexham, then Wrexham to Chester, then Chester to Warrington, then Warrington to... and it's very, very complicated. But I think it can be done in a lot simpler of a way from here to Shotton, Shotton to Manchester, then Manchester to Edale. Just seems to make a lot more sense. So the complicated journey planner app version of this journey is scheduled to take 3 hours 25 minutes, and I'm going to do my own optimized route version and see just how much longer, if it does take longer, it takes. So yeah, and you can join me on trying to find that out. So we're going to get the first train out of this station to Shotton. So it actually says on the departure board, the train is formed of 3 coaches. Does this mean I'm going to actually finally ride a 2:30 in a video? It's about damn time. Not only that, but it's also on time as well. Wow. What sort of alternate reality have I ended up in here? Oh, there we are, there's the delay. Knew it was too good to be true. I take it this train behind me is on some sort of like driver training or something, but anyway, I've rambled enough. Let's get our train and let's go to Shotton. Finally on a 2:30 in a video. It's about time. So my best theory as to why this sort of whole debacle happens with the ticketing anyway is that it seems that you aren't actually able to buy a single ticket that gets you from somewhere on the Borderlands line to somewhere on the Hope Valley line. Because I booked, the journey I've booked was using 2 tickets with Train Split, not sponsored by the way, but it was a single from Pennyforth to Manchester Piccadilly, and then another single from Manchester Piccadilly to Edale. So, and also, this cost me £13.45. The journey that the journey plans make you do costs £20.35. So, it's all very weird. Anyway, yes, 2:30 in a video, finally, wow, nice. They're really cool, I really, really like them. 2:30s are nice trains. Alright, well, as if by magic, we're basically already pulling into Shotton. Brilliant. I'm certainly glad to have finally got a 2:30 in a video. No more 150s. I do like that they've still got some rather tube-like seating. Very, very reminiscent of their original D-stock days. And now that we're at Shotton, why don't we do a necessary journey to the low-level platforms? Something that I do find mildly amusing at this station is that these maps here spot the mistake. Llandudno and Deganwy are the wrong way round. I don't know how they made that oversight, but oh god, it's kind of funny. Shotton feels like it's becoming sort of one of those stations for me where I'd never used it, but then all of a sudden I end up using it a ton in the span of just a couple of months. I've been here like 4 or 5 times in about the last 2 months, when I'd basically just never been before. So this train that we're going to be getting is going to take us direct from here to Manchester Piccadilly. But the thing I've noticed with all the journeys that the journey planners try and make you do, from Pennyforth to Edale, is that they all seem very obsessed with you doing some sort of change at Warrington Central, where it's either, you know, you change at Warrington Central to the like once a day EMR service that calls at Chinley, and you go straight from Warrington to Chinley, or you change at Warrington to then go to Manchester, and it just doesn't think of going to like Shotton immediately to Manchester. It's obsessed with changing at Warrington.
Welcome on board Transport for Webb.
Alright, well, now we're on here until Manchester Piccadilly.
Welcome on board.
Let's get comfy.
Transport for Webb.
If there is one downside that I can think of with this particular journey instead of the one that the journey planners do, is that it does have fewer changes, and that does mean that, I mean, in my opinion, that's a downside, because, you know, you're sat on a single train for longer and need to keep moving, keep it fun, you know? First train from this platform to Birmingham International.
Thank you for travelling with Transport for
Well, that's
Webb.
wrong. Just look over there, you can see the line that heads down to Ellesmere Port via like Stanlow and Thornton. Or I guess not Stanlow and Thornton, because that's mothballed right now. Only gets 2 trains a day each way. Well, here's Warrington, so we're probably just over halfway now to Manchester, I think. I like how also not busy this train has been. You know, for any aspiring railway vloggers out there, probably the most ideal time to go out filming is probably between like 10 AM and 3 PM on weekdays. They just seem to be the overall least busy times on trains, and I do try to film videos during those times when I can, just for, you know, least amount of busyness. Alright, well, I'm now at Piccadilly, but somewhat unfortunately the Hope Valley Line services are every hour, and I've got 50 minutes to wait. That's just brilliant. Alright, well, I'm at platform 4 of Piccadilly, where the Hope Valley Line trains to Sheffield usually come from. And interestingly, behind me there is a TPE service to Cleethorpes, departing from not 13 or 14, because it's been cancelled from Lime Street to Piccadilly. So it's not using the through platforms. So that's pretty cool, you don't see that very often. Alright, well, status update, that TPE train ended up also getting cancelled, and the next one after that is also cancelled, so there's a lot of people on the platform for the Sheffield train that I'll be getting to Edale, so it's going to be quite busy, I'd imagine.
Romilly, Marple,
Obviously, we're not really on top of
There's Chinley done. One left to go. And well, here we are now in Edale, so let's get a final little journey review in, shall we? So, the journey planner time version was apparently supposed to take 3 hours 25 minutes. We left Pennyforth at exactly 10 AM, and we got here at 13:35. So there's going to be sheep noises, I apologise about that. So it took 3 hours 35, only 10 minutes longer, and cost £7 less. So that's weird. The only difference was we had to pay for it as 2 individual tickets, which is very weird that you can't buy a single one between the 2 stations. It's very odd. But yeah, there you go. There's the trip between the Borderlands Line and the Hope Valley Line. So yeah, it's all very strange, but there you go. There's more what I would call the logical way to get between the two. So if you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, all that cool stuff. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess I'll see you next time. goodbye. And of course, a massive shout out to all of my patrons and channel members who are listed on screen now. Thank you all very much for making these videos possible. You're all amazing, you're brilliant, you're tremendous, other positive words.